Hi Riley, here's a video going through the first of your questions. I'm going to make a video for each of them, okay? So in your question, you have asked to use the highest common factor to find the lowest common multiple of the following numbers. So the first thing we got to do is we've actually got to find that highest common factor. So when we're doing factors, remember we're going to take one number at a time and then we're going to find what they have in common. So I want to find the factor of 100 and I want to find the factors of 150. Oops, take that down. So I know that I've got 1 times 100 goes in, it's even, so 2 goes in, 2 times 50. 3 doesn't go in because 1 plus 0 and 0 is not a multiple of 3. 1's not a multiple of 3. 4 does go in because I can halve it twice, so 4 times 25. If 3 doesn't go in, I forgot 5. 5 does go in because it ends in a 0, so 5 times 20 is 100. If 3 doesn't go in, 6 doesn't go in. 7 doesn't go in because I can't take 7 out evenly. And 8 doesn't go in because I can't halve 25 and get a nice whole number. It's not a multiple of 9, so 9 doesn't go in, but 10 does. Sorry, my line went a bit funky. Let's rub out that line and put in one whole line going down. There we go. Now we're going to do it for 150. So same thing, 1 times 150 goes in. It's even, so 2 goes in. 2 times 75. 1 and 5 is 6, and 0 is still 6. So 3 goes in. In fact, 3 goes in 50 times. I can't have 75 and get a whole number. So 4 doesn't go in. It ends in a 0, so 5 goes in. 5 times 30. It's even, and 3 goes in, so 6 will go in. Let's have a look. So let's figure it out. Let's do a little bit of division to find out how many times. 6 doesn't go in 1, but 6 does go into 15. I can take 6 out of 15 2 times. 6 times 2 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. Then I can bring down my 0. 6 goes into 30 5 times. So I can subtract that. Got no reminder. So what number I'm looking for here is 6 times 25. So I can put 6 and 25. 7 doesn't go in. 4 doesn't go in, so 8 doesn't go in. 1, 5, and 0 adds to 6, which is not a multiple of 9, so 9 doesn't go in. 10 goes in, 10 times 15. 11 doesn't go in, 12 doesn't go in, 13 doesn't go in, 14 doesn't go in because 7 doesn't go in, and we've already got 15. So I've listed all my numbers, and unfortunately I've got that funny line again. So I'm going to go through and give a nice long line. Now I'm looking for what numbers are in both lists. I have 1 in both lists. I have 2 in both lists. I don't have 4 or 3. I have 5 in both lists. I have 10 in both lists. I don't have 20. I don't have 25. But I do have 50 in both lists. So the highest common factor is the number that is the highest number in both lists. That is 50. So the highest common factor equals 50. From there, I can now start to find the lowest common multiple. How I find the lowest common multiple is we know that our multiples, when I multiply them together, have to be in the times tables, okay? So using my highest common factor, that means it's a number that's in both numbers. So here's my number here for 100. Here's my number here for 150. And 100 we know is 50 times 3. We know that 150, here's my 150, is, oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? Apologies. 150 is 50 times 3, and 100 is 2 times 50. What's really cool, when I'm looking at this, I can now do my lowest common multiple. Because what happens when I do my lowest common multiple? I'm going to take each of these numbers together and I'm going to get my answer. So 2 times 50 is 100, times 3 is 300. If you're not sure, you can check it out. You can go multiples of 100. Oh, that was an awful bracket. So 100, 200, 300, and so forth. There's my 300. It's definitely a multiple of 100. Let's check for the other one, for 150. 150 times 2 is 300. There's my 300. So let's change this so that it's the same color. So now I have found my lowest common multiple by using my highest common factor. This takes a little bit of time to get your head around, so pause the video as many times as you need or re-watch it as many times as you need to help. Okay,